This week, Smart Like Dimwit reveals what we've learned after living with Twinkly Squares for a whole month, and LaMetric SKY hints at big news coming any day now, and Nanoleaf has a couple surprises up its sleeve. But first, want more content like this? Like, share, comment, subscribe to keep it coming, alright? Let's go. So I've had Twinkly Squares for about a month now, and barring a few issues, which we'll cover momentarily, I've got to say, I love them a lot. To date, I've downloaded around 400 different GIFs, and using the Dvoom app that I've mentioned previously, I'm able to find new ones almost every day. As this video plays, you'll see some of my favorites. But before we go any further, I wanted to ask you, the viewers, if you wanted more out of my reviews. When covering Twinkly Squares, I did not mention several features that are prominently displayed on the box or covered by other review videos, such as the number of LEDs per square, or that they're compatible with Apple HomeKit and voice assistants by Google and Amazon. I covered the features that I felt compelled to speak about. However, if you want a more full-featured, one-stop review covering the ins and outs and tech specs of each device, along with unboxing process and so on, etc., please let me know in the comments. So, one of the disappointing quirks of the Twinkly Squares is if you ever sign out of the app for any reason, or rearrange your squares, or add new squares, and have to remap your lights, all of the GIFs that you've uploaded will be deleted, and you'll have to begin again from scratch. I've contacted Twinkly about this, and certainly hope any update is forthcoming, but to date, this is something you should be aware of. Because again, if you intend to add squares to your design, you will have to re-upload every GIF. Now, for most people, that's probably not a problem, but for people like me, who've uploaded 400 or more, that gets a little inconvenient. I've also encountered a bug where playlists that are meant to loop indefinitely will abruptly stop and display a random GIF, and while inconvenient, you can just restart the playlist to resume playback. One important thing to keep aware of while creating a playlist is to keep an eye on the amount of memory left on your device. With each change to your playlist, this number will decrease, and as you near 20% or less, the next time you go to save your playlist, you will likely encounter an error and your entire playlist will be deleted. Now, I do have a workaround for this. If you notice your percentage is below, say, 50%, instead of creating your playlist, first go to the system page and then press the icon here, then settings, then choose erase device effects. This will erase only the effects on your squares. Those saved in the app will be unaffected. Once you've done this, you can build your playlist as usual. This saves you the trouble of creating your playlist and setting individual times and then having to do it all over again when you encounter an error. This is also something I contacted Twinkly about, and I hope that in another update we will have the ability to save multiple playlists within the app, even if only one playlist can be uploaded to the device at any given time. Other than these small few trifles, I found the Twinkly Squares to be a very welcome addition to my walls, and Twinkly support to be very responsive, which is always an added plus. If you're using the Dvoom app to find your GIF files, you may know it has a full-featured editor with which you can create, edit, and modify GIFs to your heart's content. However, I also recommend picking up a GIF editor that allows you to make quick adjustments to playback speed. I personally use an app called Image Play, which you can download for free. This slider allows you to make precise adjustments to playback speed on the fly, then quickly save and return the file to Twinkly's app for uploading to your squares. So that's where we're at the end of 1 month with Twinkly Squares. But how are you faring? Sound off in the comments and let us know if you have any great GIF sites or know of any handy editors that we should be aware of. Or if you've encountered any issues that you'd like to share. And should you have any questions, please ask below and I'll do my best to answer them in an upcoming episode. Moving on, the fine folks over at LaMetric have explained to me that Sky has entered production phase. Manufacturing has begun, and in addition to that, they've updated their website. Their market now lists Sky effects, and you can view how those effects will appear on your tiles. I maintain that LaMetric SKY looks to be one of the most attractive lighting panels I've seen to date, and can't wait for its arrival. Also, widget support will be ready out of the box. Visit LaMetric.com for more information. Lastly, while visiting Nanoleaf's site, I came across this teaser image announcing 2 new releases will be coming soon. Sign up at nanoleaf.me to be notified. This has been Smart Light Dimwit. Thanks for watching. Peace and illumination.